What's up, guys? Welcome back. Let's get into some ADA talk. All right. I know a lot of people out there kind of getting into a lot of the comments in my videos, and people just don't know why Cardano still even exists. So, unfortunately, I'm going to continue to make Cardano content every single day. I do hold ADA in full transparency's sake. Call me a fool. It doesn't really matter. I still look to lower my cost basis pretty much at any opportunity. So, I do want to share with you guys what's happening because right now Cardano has recorded a huge monumental spike, according to this article and data coming out from the Crypto Basic, in a very bullish metric. So this is just in 1 day's time. I'm going to break down why this is very important for ADA. If you do hold ADA, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video. Make sure you guys all also subscribe down below. If you like crypto conversation, this is the right channel for you. And please smash that like button. Okay, so let's get down into it. And as always, guys, remember, not financial advice, always your own homework and due diligence when we talk crypto here on the channel. But within just one single day, almost 11,000% up in this metric. We're going to bring all that into the equation, talk about it a little bit more. I do want to get into the top 100 within the Ethereum ETFs going live today. We've seen billions and billions flow into these assets, okay, providing investment vehicles for a lot of people out there in a more traditional sense. So it's going to be very interesting to monitor that situation moving forward. But for the most part, 2024 has a lot of catalysts ahead. I think that we are underestimating the influence that the presidential election is going to have within crypto for this year. All right. And I think that's going to be a big one. I think that a lot of things are going to be changing within the kind of the higher up legislation as well as the regulation of crypto. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, I do want to share with you guys what ADA is doing on the day from a price action standpoint. We are down currently almost 4.9%, trading hands at 40, a little bit over 40 cents. And as we look at ADA still in that top 10 spot within crypto. I know we're just holding on. It seems to be jockeying. Some days we're 9, some days we're 11, some days, it just varies, right? But within my holdings, I'm not really looking to have that be a swaying of my judgment. I'm going to be holding Cardano at least till 2030 in its entirety. So, but if you do want to look back on the course of the year, we are up over 34%. So it is something positive to hang our hats on. Not at this 74 cents level that we were once at, that I would love to get back to. But this is where we're at. And you can see the broader market right now on the crypto bubbles suffering a red day. So a little bit of selling the news going on within what's happened within the Ethereum ETFs, I believe. A lot of that might have been priced in, but time will tell, see how we kind of stabilize from here. So let's get into this metric. All right. And guys, I do want to remember to remind you that this is not financial advice. Always your own homework and due diligence when we talk crypto here on the channel. But just 10,878% in one single day. This is where we had a surge in large holders inflows, okay? Spiking above that 5 billion ADA mark. This is something where, like we talked about, Cardano is up over 30% since its July 5th low, dating back a year, 34%. So this is where we look for Cardano as they get it further into what's happening as they get into their governance era. We look what the Chang hard fork can bring to the equation. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of big bets, and that's why the data coming from Into the Block is showing this large holder inflow that we've seen a lot of accumulating going down as in anticipation of a recovery awaits for ADA. So this is what we have going on. All right, now what we see within this large holder inflow, this will assess at least 35.89 million Cardano. So that's where we have at least $15 million. All right. That's 0.1% of the Cardano circulating supply up to this point. That's where we have to watch these addresses because I always tell you guys, follow the whales, follow the money. So that is a huge amount. It's a surge where you can see kind of the inflow here, conversely to the price of Cardano. And the inflows are above that price point. So that's something that you want to see and take notice of because that is kind of what we're looking at because this gives you a chance at rebounding. Also, that's something where we've seen this in the past and subsequently following these inflows, the price did seem to kind of tank except for this little stabilization that we had dating back in this 1 week time frame. All right, where we were kind of stable in this midweek in July. Okay, but the biggest thing that we can take from this, okay, is the data confirming that we have seen these large holders inflows. Okay, this is 172,952% just in the last month. It's a very rapid increase in this large holder inflow. That is something where you look at whales, what they're doing. and it's definitely something that I'm keeping my eye on. Okay, the recovery that we've seen. All right, this is something also worth noting because it is just not trading at 40 cents. It is trading 40 cents with momentum. So I will pull up my trading indicator here. Let me pull up the ADA chart. Currently, I have it on XRP. I was looking at that a little earlier, okay, but this is where you can see the Cardano US dollar pairing, where we did flash momentum up on July 10th, 11th, give or take. And you can see from this chart how this kind of stemmed, and we've kind of stabilized, a little sell off right here, but we did start to consolidate around the 17th, 18th, and 19th of July at around 44 cents. So for me and ADA, it's kind of been this range, right? We need to get into the 40 cents to about 50. I think that's where this period right here, I'm going to draw a little line for you guys. I would love to see consolidation right in this range, okay? That's where I think Cardano's looking to trade at. I think it's where Cardano is happy trading at and more comfortable. I think that's where we get a little more stability. And as we wait for these broader crypto catalysts, I think that are coming in 2024, that's when we can all hope to get back to these levels right here, 70, 80 cents. Now, for me personally, I do have a viewpoint for Cardano past this $1 level. So when we talk about Cardano at 30, 40, even earlier in time, it was at 25. It's not nothing where I'm looking to sell any. I'm just looking to accumulate, lower my cost basis, because I did buy Cardano all the way up to $2.90 at one point in time. So we have a long road to hoe. I think it's something for me, though, as we look into the chart and the data. The whales are definitely taking notice, and as am I. So this is something that we need to get the retail game back into ADA as well. If you look historically, at one point in time, ADA was the third largest crypto in total market cap. So keep that in mind. That is something that kind of lends to the belief that it's not dead. It's not a ghost chain. It's not a zombie chain. And I think that's something that can take us to new all-time highs as we get further into kind of this evolution of crypto, and especially with Cardano's evolution as we get into the chain hard fork, so on and so forth. Now, do remember, though, when the last hard fork and historically the hard forks came about for ADA, we did have subsequent pumps following, and those pumps were not little pumps. They were very substantial in nature. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can possibly correct up to that 70, 80 cents. But I did want to share with you guys this data coming out from the whales and see what they're doing within their Cardano as they continue to accumulate in this period of kind of uncertainty, I think, as the broader crypto looks for a recovery. So the interesting, though, to add as we do get out of this and kind of shift gears, Bitcoin brushing all-time highs. And I just don't understand why the rest of the market. I understand there's more cryptos, the market cap is more spread out. But as we have so much amplitude and just the intensity within Bitcoin and Ethereum, I just don't understand why the altcoins are not following. Maybe it's something where we look for kind of utility to come into fruition. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to need to take this to the next level, but I think for ADA, the best thing that we can have is just continue to stay the course, continue to build, improve on the technology that they're doing behind the scenes. I think the chain hard fork is going to have a substantial impact for all ADA holders, and I think the next kind of catalyst to lend in our favor, like I said, will be later in 2024 as we await the presidential election. So that's what I got going for you guys in this video. Appreciate you all watching. If you want to know more about crypto, you want more crypto news every single day, make sure you guys all subscribe on your way out. I thank you once more, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.